Morning, everyone, and happy Monday. As we head towards the fall here, September 16th, about 10 a.m., and reporting in the week of the Fed meeting. So, a lot of excitement about that. Rates are still continuing to trend very, very low, at least relatively speaking to where we've been. So, checking in this Monday with a rate update, and then a little bit more about refinancing, what the Fed meeting really means for us. So, here goes. So, conforming loans with 1 point, 30-year fixed, 5.575. 20-year, 5.25, 15-year, 4.75. Moving on to jumbo, 30-year fixed, 1 point, 5.5%, 10-year arm, 5.25, 7-year arm, 5% even, 5.0. So, Fed meeting. We talked about this a little bit last week on the video, and I think there's still a huge misconception out there. So I just want to reiterate: the Fed lowering the rate by a quarter or a half, more than likely a quarter, doesn't lower mortgage rates by a quarter. Mortgage rates are long-term securities. They're based on 15, 20, even 30 years. They don't react to this adjustment. What that does affect in real time is home equity lines, rates that are tied to the prime rate, discount rate, federal funds rate. Um, and those do lower in real time by a quarter or a half, depending what the Fed does. But these long-term mortgage rates trade like securities, like equities, like the stock market. They're more based on what's going to happen long term. So it's more about, does the Fed actually adjust the rate more than we anticipate? Does he talk about future adjustments? How does the future look for us? We're generally trading weeks, if not months, 6 months in advance. So it's really more important this week to see what the Fed says about the future, what he actually does versus what we expect, than getting this quarter. These low rates that we've had for the past month, they already factor in a Fed adjustment. The markets have already priced that in. So just keep that in mind. I think there's a huge misconception of like a lot of consumers or real estate partners thinking that all of a sudden rates drop this week, mortgage rates drop. That's not really the way it works. So, um, and then refinancing, we're generally locking in refinance loans for about 60 days. We close them in as little as 30, but we give a 60-day lock just for precautionary protection measures. If the rate goes down after we lock it in, we do have the ability to float that rate lower. At the same token, many of the refinances we're offering have very minimal, if any, closing costs. So if you can take advantage of a refinance and save $200, $300, $500 a month and it costs minimally, why not do that? And then if the rates go lower again in 6 or 8 months, maybe this winter, like my team and I are predicting, we can always refinance again. The future is uncertain. So if there's savings available, always capture those savings, in my opinion. And then if there's more savings down the road, we can simply do it again. So if you have any questions about rates or pre-approvals, the fall market's off and kicking. We're getting very busy with purchase business, more inventory. Please reach out anytime. We're always happy to help. We love hearing from you, and wishing everyone a great week ahead here, the week of the Fed meeting. So thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.